Hello, welcome to the Graduated Voice Updates. Be ready for the real tea, details to tell. Well, the question remains, when will this push on Pastor Ezekiel Odero ever stop? When will this push stop? When will the people see what he does for the people and actually focus on that and rather not focus on the negativity of it all? Definitely not everyone who will love you, and definitely not everyone who will hate you. Apparently, the other day we have seen all the occurrences that have been happening, and I am right here to inform you on the latest updates on Pastor Ezekiel. So as we get into that, please make sure that you like this video, give us a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. Talk to me in the comment section and tell me what is your take in regard to the everyday trolls that Pastor Ezekiel of the New Life Church faces. Is it right? Is it fair? Or do you feel like he deserves it or not? Also, make sure that you subscribe and turn on the notification bell so that you do not miss out on any trending topics and updates. Remember, anyone who had subscribed previously from our previous updates now will get a notification because they subscribed and turned on the notification bell. So also make sure that you subscribe and turn on the notification bell so that you are notified personally on any updates that we have. Okay, and let's just do that. Subscribe for more. Let's dive right into it. We have had different people support Pastor Ezekiel, while others castigate his actions, and the current person who is in this bracket is the former Gor Mahia national treasurer Sally Bolo, who has leaped to the defense of the Pastor Ezekiel Odero. The Kilifi-based pastor has found himself in trouble with the state authorities following the investigations into the Shakahola horror, where many bodies were found buried in massive graves. But that is not the topic of the day. In a recent move, the offices that the government deregistered a number of churches, including Ezekiel New Life Prayer Center and Church. We covered all that. I hope you checked it out. But however, afterwards, we had some more updates whereby this move was suspended by a court order. And now, with all these here and there, we have had Bolo, who has come out to defend the pastor, saying he has undertaken numerous initiatives that are helpful to the community, and therefore the state should leave him alone. According to Bolo, he feels that the state referring to the government and all, they're just being unfair to Pastor Ezekiel, claiming that Pastor Ezekiel is a man who has done so many development projects. The other day we talked about the crusade that was to take place in Mumias, Kakamega County, that he cancelled. You can imagine all the plans the people had, but I believe with the huge numbers that he brings together for the people to praise and worship and do all the things they do, they actually benefit a lot from it. Therefore, if such an event is cancelled, that is an only for the people, because imagine you're used to selling 50 shillings, 500 Kenya shillings every day, because the population in your area is inclusive of only 100 people. Okay, then in this day you have 1,000 people in your area. What does that mean? You're going to sell more. So basically, as much as the government is trying to push to the closure and everything of Pastor Ezekiel, we can all agree that he has a huge impact in the economy or in a certain area, especially when he holds his activities right there. I don't know if you agree with me, or what is your take in regard to this particular matter? Do you agree with Bolo, or do you agree with me in the fact that he creates employment during these times? Because we have also people like security agencies, security agencies, the youth, that day you're idle and then you're given an opportunity. That is the door opening for you, right? Talk to me in the comment section. Well, let's have a look at Bolo's defense. This treasury master right here, let me just quote his words. He states that the court has allowed Pastor Ezekiel's church to remain open, which is a significant victory for the evangelist. When you look at the investments that the son from the lake has made in terms of building schools, homes for the elderly, and so on, you can tell that he cares about his church members and society in general. End of quotation. So basically what Bolo is trying to say is that this is one person who has brought about different developments with all the churches built. That one, he brings people closer to God for starters. And then there's the building of schools, the homes for the elderly. How many have done that? How many politicians, for instance, have done that or taken that initiative? So why is the government looking for ways to close him down? Why is the government trying to create a manner in which the people will not benefit from all these? The New Life Kilifi International School is one of the schools owned by Pastor Ezekiel. It is situated in Mavueni, Kilifi County, and not only him, but it is an entire church thing. But imagine that is creating a job. One thing, when with the school right there, they're teachers, right? That is a job. They are cooks, they are cleaners. We also have the likes of, we have children going to school there. We have those driving them to schools. Imagine now closing down all these activities means that it can also lead to unemployment and all. And you're having the government every other day stating that there's no jobs. The other day, Rigathi told graduates, the truth is there's no jobs. You have to create the jobs for yourselves. And now we have them trying to close down or shut down such activities. That will be a downgrade for everyone. People will suffer. I don't know if you agree with me in regard to that, particularly when it comes to education and creating opportunities for the people. He's doing his best. So castigating him will be a very wrong move. And not only in matters of schools, the elderly, we're having the elderly being helped out here and there. The time they were doing the investigations of the number of people who had died in the hands of Pastor Ezekiel, it is not as many as those of Pastor Makenzi. I'm not here to defend him or anything, but shed some light on how the people are going to go down if the government actually continues to attack Pastor Ezekiel. We are also having people defend him, say that the Lord is going to protect him and all, but he's doing mighty works and he's doing all this for the people. So when it comes to the elderly, we are having the elderly home that was trending the other day, the one that was previously owned by PCA Church, that had the people working there beating up the elderly people, the parents and the old grannies who were there. We covered that story. You can actually check it out. It was quite devastating to know that you can take your parent or you can take an elder person in the hands of another person, and that person openly admits that they beat you up. They beat your old, they beat their old grannies and the people that you care about. You expect them to take care of them. So instead of focusing the energy on people like that, you find that the government is apparently focusing the energy in other places. And these places are where we are having the likes of Pastor Ezekiel suffer and his followers too, okay? I don't know what is your take in regard to matters the elderly. Have you had an opportunity to take an elderly person to an elder home care and you find that these people are not treating them the right way? Talk to us in the comment section. Okay, the Bolo went on ahead to state, as we await the second coming of Jesus Christ, the government should actually allow him to spread the good news without interruption or intimidation. We have had people say that the tree with the good fruits is the one that gets stoned a lot. And Bolo is insisting that the government should just let the person do his work before Christ comes back. Let him spread the gospel, let him spread the word. Well, with the New Life Prayer Center in church, it has over 5,000 members. So you can imagine, if the church is closed down, where will these 5,000 people go? Will Pastor Ezekiel be forced to start another church, another regime, or what will he do? The church is expected to resume its activities after the High Court put on the hold the Registrar of Societies move. The move they had made earlier on, saying that it should be closed down. This is another win for Pastor Ezekiel against the government, and Justice Jairus Ngash reinstated his church operations pending the court's interrogation of the question of if the process leading to the deregistration of the New Life Prayer Center church was consistent with the law. So it was this particular activity was suspended so that more investigations could be done to discover if the church was to be closed down through the right ways or the right channels, if the right channels are followed in the closure of the charge. But we're also having, through his lawyers, remember Danstan Omari and Cliff Umbeta, Ezekiel wants the church to restrain the registrar by itself, its agent, or anyone else under instructions from engaging in any manner or obstruction of the operation of his church. He wants not to be disturbed. That is the goal that the pastor has, for him not to be disturbed ever come in the future. So let's wait and know what is going to happen. Remember, I'll be right here to inform you on that, so make sure that you subscribe and turn on the notification bell so that you do not miss out on any of that. Also, like the video, shares out there, and remember, if it's happening, I know all about it, and if I know all about it, I will tell you all about it.